Subhanallah, this is kufr, this is disbelief and blasphemy, twisted ideologies. And I'm sure they're not Muslims who said that, but that did come to me. Brothers and sisters, don't ever think of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that way. I'll tell you why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says He loves it for you to ask Him and supplicate to Him. Number one, to make you feel His presence with you. That's the first thing. When you call upon Allah for a need, it means that you feel His presence with you. Allah doesn't need anything. He doesn't need you to call upon Him. What are you going to bring to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? For you to feel His presence, that He is with you. That's number one. Number two, you call upon Allah and Allah loves it because He wants to make you know that He is always listening. You know, you love your parents when your parents listen. Always young people, they say to me, my mum and dad they don't listen, so I go and do my own thing. They're the last people that I'll tell that I've got a girlfriend. Why? Or a boyfriend or someone that I love. Because they've never listened. What are they going to tell me? And I'm not saying that this justifies you to go and do that haram, brothers and sisters. Don't you ever do that. I promise you, when you get married, you're going to have all sorts of problems. Trust issues. The person that you marry, if you've been out together a lot, then they're probably going to say every time, if a girl goes past, a woman goes past, and you look at her, she's going to say, well, you looked at me when it was all haram. How do I know that you fear Allah now? And then you'll say to her, well, you went out with me as well. How can I trust you? I've seen a lot of this happen. Start everything halal and watch how, insha'Allah, your relationships will be pure, insha'Allah ta'ala. But anyway, coming back to the story. Number three, it shows that He cares and loves you, because He wants you to connect with Him and ask Him, because He loves to give you. He loves to look after you. Number four, to make you feel independent of people. We always complain about how we can't trust everyone, how everybody betrays us, even the closest of people, even the people who help you a lot. There comes a point where they just can't help you, isn't that right? They let you down, they fail you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling you, if the whole world fails you and turns their back on them, always know that I am always here for you and you are independent. You don't have to please anybody. So long as you are pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are free and you are independent. And every single individual in this audience and around the world can be special to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not need anybody. All you have to say is, Hasbi Allah wa ni'mal wakeel. We hear the Palestinian brothers and sisters in Gaza, every time, no matter how many members of their family die under the rubble, what are they saying? What do you hear them saying? What do you hear them saying? Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. We don't need anybody. We have Allah. Ma'an Allah, they say. This is what we want. This is true victory, brothers and sisters. This is true victory. This is what's killing their enemies. How are they still so victorious and free? Because it's inside. They've got Allah. Just like Ibrahim alayhi salam was thrown in the fire, he said, Hasbi Allah.